What's going on, everybody? How are we doing? A little YDBT Daily coming at you. The fuck did I just do on this thing? Holy shit. You stupid motherfucker. You know, I should just leave shit alone. Every time I fuck with shit, it fucks everything up. There you go. God damn it. Stupid. How you guys doing? Little YDBT Daily. I'm feeling a lot better. Might have had Omicron. Who the fuck knows? But if it was Omicron, that wasn't shit. But anyway, today I want to talk to you guys about what is the most common question I ask a customer when they start experiencing issues after they've been tuned for a very long time. Okay, that's the thing. After you've been tuned for a very long time and you tell me all of a sudden you started having issues, I ask the customer the same question each freaking time. And each freaking time, they answer the same way. Let me move the stream deck on the other side just so I can have more. I got so much shit up in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. There we go. Come on, stream deck. Oh my God. I'm dropping everything. The dog's going to eat it and going to die. So yeah, I'm going to say hi to the people here and then we'll get to the show. It's only an hour long, so we'll get crack-a-lacking. We got Rich 50 in the house, Blake Bailey, Paul H. JD Swag said to Mini Bike Madman, man, you missed it. You missed the chat. Alex played real teal. That's very good. JD Swag. Stephen Baker, your average 50. Marcus loves that dating channel. I'll try to get you guys some content this week on that. Wonder how many people we're gonna boot today. Hopefully none. But look, that guy Michael. He got at me on Instagram. Well, you know, go ahead and keep tuning cars from the comfort of your own home, 50 to 80 cars a day, while I'm actually doing real work, busting my ass out of shop, meaning you're making less money than I am, meaning you're making way less money than I am. I already did that shit, dude. I did that shit in my early 20s up into my 30s, and that was a non-money maker. And I thought to myself, what are you eating, bro? Oh, he's eating exactly what I dropped. I told you guys he'd be doing that shit. Hey! Get out of there. My chapstick. So he got all bent because I guess I booted him from the chat. He's like, you're like the most disrespectful motherfucker ever. No, I'm smarter than you in every sense of the word. And I have more data than you. And I'm a better person than you. Get used to it. There are better people out there than me. I'm not mad at them. Good for them. Just, stay in your own lane working on fucking cars, making no money. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I learned the hard way that there's no fucking money in that bullshit. What's up, Alex and people? Says Jermaine Gallo Bravo, your average 50. Brian D finally caught a live show. It's been a while. Daddy Chill and a Black Betty got him already. Underrated. John Napoli, Jared Wells in the house. Yo, what up, everybody? Juan Arturo Velez Toledo. All the last names. That means the parents are just like he's got good a good gene pool, like a big mix, because he's got every fucking last name in the Hispanic community. Alex's name on the side. Exactly. Your mom's side, dude. Good morning. Good morning. What up, bitch? Says Jeremy Swan. We got Divyesh Patel, Eric Vega, High Rise, Joshy Vids. Matt Twin MGT says, sir, please stand up in your cubicle and shout at the top of your lungs. Does anyone know how to read a manual? Oh, dude, it'd be nuts to see. Look, I was back. Today was my first day tuning in a week. And the fuckery never stopped. Like I thought people would have at least gotten it, maybe, do some self, analyzation, maybe actually do some work. No, it's the same old bullshit. But so it just reminds you what you left and it makes you appreciate your time off. John says FKA 100%. That hat is fire. This is the baddest hat Lund Racing's got. It's the black hat with the blue lettering on the side and the back. It's badass shit. What SVT says, dude out here trying to flex on Alex, yet made himself look dumb and broke. I'm going to work on a bunch of cars and get a dyno. Nobody makes money on dynos, son. No, you got a dyno? You're not making a dime on that bitch unless it's rolling 24/7. I got a dyno. That bitch don't make no money. If I started telling people, hey, I want to dyno tune your car if like the world comes to an end, guess what? I'm going to be charging $2,000 to $3,000 for a session because that's how you make money. And if they're not willing to do it, go ahead. I'm good. You want it from me? You want my shit to touch your car? It's going to cost you money, bulty. I'm basically telling people not to come to me unless they're going to pay me a shitload of money. Joey Martinez from Facebook says, what's up? Alex, how do you become a tuner? Stop it. I've said that about 1 billion times. Actually, with me, you talk shit on tuning and you become a tuner, apparently. Okay, that's enough. That's enough noise. This boy loves to make noise. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I guess when I talk, the dog gets either jealous or I don't know what, but he starts seeking out attention. And I'm like, dude, you were sleeping all fucking day. Now I like the leather patch one better. I understand that. Hey y'all, scored a set of fenders and a hood from the junkyard today. Oh my God. Okay, so guys, let's get to it. What question do I ask customers when they experience an issue after they've been tuned a very long time? I say, have you done any work to the car recently? And they all say the same thing. No, things fine. I haven't done anything to the car. I go, nothing. You haven't replaced the air filter on the cold air. You haven't cleaned the back of the throttle body. You haven't installed a catch can. You haven't installed a clutch. And they go, oh, well, yeah, I've done that. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think work done to the car means? Have you done any work to the car since you've gotten tuned by us? They all say no. Then I have to go out of my way and go, well, have you done? Then I have to like set examples, guys, examples of what work is. I have to now tell you what work done to the car is. Have you done a catch can setup? Have you installed? Have you changed the cold air? Oh, yeah, I did that. What the fuck? That is. Anyway, had a customer says, man, I've had your tune on for 4 years. 4 years. And I was like, 4 fucking years? What happened? And he's like, I don't know. The car just starts stalling out and acting weird. I'm like, did you do anything to the car? No. Are you sure? He goes, yeah, this motherfucker. Dude, no, we're not playing. He just wants to squeak all day. And I said, so no work has been done to the car. He goes, well, I did install a Foster's mods Whipple inlet path sound tube kit. Guys, it's as stupid as it sounds. Again, a wine mod. Now, the thing that blew my mind the most about the wine mod, I actually went to their website, guys, and I had to look it up. I had to see it with my own fucking eyes to believe what they say to do. And yeah, this is going to be a new segment. Useless fucking mods. This is an absolutely useless mod. If you want your car to sound like motherfucking R2-D2, like seriously, just nonstop R2-D2 inside the cabin, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got to install this thing. But I'm gonna share the screen, guys, and I'm gonna actually look. I'm gonna show you in their instructions what they say to do, and it will blow your dick. It will blow your asshole. It will absolutely blow your asshole. Let me see. Where is it? Google. Let me see. Here it is. Share. Okay. So, okay, perfect. So you see it right there. Right here, guys. Right here. It says, connects from the inlet MAF housing induction pipe through the drilled firewall location. That's right. You want it sounding like this? All you have to do is drill a tube in your MAF housing and run this bitch through the firewall so you can hear R2-D2 running from the fucking the clone army. I mean, what in the fucking shit? Love ya. This is the most retarded thing I've ever seen. Connects from the inlet MAF housing, you know, where the car samples everything of importance, the amount of air, the temperature of the air, the frequency, the velocity, so that when the engine receives it, it knows, hey, that sensor is telling me I'm seeing 54 pounds a minute. And the engine is like, cool. But no, you're taking about 7 or 8 or maybe 10 pounds a minute and shoving it into the cab so that you can hear R2-D2 be a fucking asshole. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Mind blown. So every single time I ask somebody, hey, have you done anything to the car? They go, no. Another person says, actually, I installed a catch can. I go, interesting. A catch can? Did you happen to check if there was a leak or did you route it properly? What do you mean if you route it properly? Don't you just put it on? Is it getting sucked back into the car? He's like, yeah. Guys, it had a catch can that wasn't sealed being plumbed back into the intake. Out of the cam cover, into the catch can that had a filter on it, and somehow had another fucking hose on it going into, he was sucking in fresh air. Sucking in fresh air. I go, sir, that's not going to work. If I were you, I would plug the manifold source and leave it to atmosphere. He goes, but no, I wanted to recirculate. I'm like, then you need a sealed catch can. You need a sealed can. He says people like R2D2 wine mod. I mean, I'm telling like the best one, in my opinion, if you want, so let's say this is a Whipple. Let's say this is a 2.3 TVS wine mod. Well, this would be a Kenny Bell wine mod. Oh, fuck, bro. I mean, could you imagine drilling a hole in your firewall on your Kenny Bell 4.5 and hearing this coming through? Oh, this thing's, it's not just whining, it's grunting. I'm not liking this new wine mod. What the fuck? So, I'm going to return this. Why are you returning this? Well, I wanted R2D2, but I ended up getting some guy screaming. So I don't know why. I don't know why that ended up being a lot louder than I thought it would be. Well, you wanted sound in the cabin, so there you go, dickhead. It's a big fucking 4-inch tube in the shit. I don't understand why people want to hear whining. There's, I think, a Instagram group called like SVT Wine or Wine SVT something. They reference everything by the whining, not the performance, the sound it makes. And I'm like, oh my God. If you want sound, guys, modern twin screw setups or TVS are quiet generally. If you hear a car whining, that's probably a restriction. Like if it's whining, it's struggling to get air in. If it's not whining and it's just passing air right through the motherfucker, generally it won't whine all that much. So if you want power, like I see people go, Alex, I bought a Gen 5 Whipple in the car and I put it in the car and I'm telling you, it doesn't whine like I thought it would. What do you think about this whine mod? I'm like, so you want to cut a hole into the mass airflow housing that's responsible for all the fueling in the vehicle and plumb a pipe into your cabin just so you can hear your supercharger. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear how stupid you sound right now? You hear how stupid you sound right now? Well, and those are the same people that like have Mustang, what do you call them? Like people that, dude, if you want to get on some of the most cringy forums on the planet, Facebook, like S197, whatever the fuck, everyone has like Wild Horses from, what's the name of that band? Rolling Stones, Wild Horses. And then a car just cruising down and they're like, check out my new Stang. Like nobody calls it a Stang. Okay. If you reference your car, your Mustang by Stang, drink bleach, kill yourself. What the fuck? It's a Mustang. No, it's a Stang. Stang. Shut up. That's why I don't really want to fuck with Mustang people anymore. Because they're all fucking stupid. They want wine mods. They care more about what, like, I swear to God, there are still people on this green earth that swear that a Cobra Jet is a factory car that compares to like a Hellcat. There are still people that go, oh yeah, oh yeah, you think the Hellcat making 880 horsepower is a big deal? Pfft, 2 words for you, bro. Cobra Jet. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dickhead. That thing doesn't have a VIN. You can't drive it on the street. It's not anything legal. It's a body in white Mustang with just a big old motor stuffed in it with a fucking solid 9-inch and a turbo 400 trans. The only thing Ford about it is the body and motor. That's about it. Everything else is race car shit. Oh, yeah? What about Super Snake? What about Super Snake? Opinion on calling the car by the full name Ford Mustang. what's his name? Brett. It's not Brian. It's like Brett, right? Turuviate is like Brett or Steve or Mike. I don't no idea. I was in downtown Miami today and was a lot of Hellcats and Trackhawks for some reason, bro. You got me fucked up. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He went and got out for that body, took his mask off. Fucking stupid TikTokers got me dancing like a fucking asshole. What is 300 ISKs? I don't know. That sounds like it's some weird denomination of money that I don't know what the deal is. Stock 50 says, Alex, you BMX? No, I'm 230 pounds. You can't. I try to do a trick on that shit. I will break every bone in my body. It's just nostalgic. I like riding it once in a while. I don't jump ramps or do stupid shit. I just ride it around the neighborhood or whatever when I'm bored, want to get a little exercise in. It sucks. It literally chafes my balls, my asshole, my crack does this. And I'm just like diaper rash all the way home. So this is way beyond like fun. It's just nostalgic. They did a lot of R&D to reduce the restrictions and make better flow, but dickheads want to drill holes in R2-D2. Exactly. Here I am, a man-child calling my GT500 Snack. Snack. I would never call a GT500 a snake. I've never called Barrett, bro. I'm sorry. Let's remind everyone what his real name is, just to make sure. We never forget Barrett. What kind of a name is Barrett? It's like Barry and Garrett combined. I came back to my computer and Broward music was on blast. Toretto Turuviate. BMX is for Alex's TikTok. YouTube, they want supercharger one and just get a Century with straight cut gears. Seems simple to me. Yes. If you guys want a loud supercharger, a pro charger with like some kind of, I don't know, heritage gears, or I think that's for Vortec. I think pro charger calls it something else. You want a straight loud, whiny, whoosh, whoosh. What's that sound? Cardboard? No, pro charger. It's literally how it sounds. Barrett is a thick name. Someone clip that dance. Like if you hang out in if you guys hang out at Broward or Dade, you're gonna see a lot of Hellcats, a lot of look. Miami is pretty ghetto. If you didn't know this, it's pretty fucking ghetto. So every single time I used to date a girl in Miami back in the day, and I'd go down there, and I would always get fucked with. Like guys wanted to race me all the time. Guys wanted to fuck with me, and I'm just like, every time I come down here, I gotta come ready. I gotta come ready with the tire pressure at the proper amount, because the moment I cross the Hard Rock Casino, the hotel that looks like a big guitar in the sky, I'm finna race somebody, because that's usually how it goes down there. But I've always wondered how people don't understand when I tell them, hey, have you done any work to the car to affect it in any negative way? Guys, even a clutch install, that can kick off misfire codes if the flywheel or the clutch is not balanced properly. You know what I mean? So a lot of people need to understand when I ask you questions, it's not to accuse you of something. It's to whittle down the information so that we have less back and forth in the ticket system. I cannot sit there and have a casual conversation over the ticket system. I need to get right to the point, get you tuned, get you happy, and get you out of my life, preferably as quick as possible. Not because I hate you, it's because I got 70 other of you that are asking similar questions and being just as dodgy with the questions. So I need to be straight to the point. So I'm not as nice on email. I'm very direct. I don't have smiley faces, emojis. I don't call you friend or pal. I say, did you do any work to the car? No. Are you sure? Yes. This. Oh yeah, I did all that. Well, that's work to the car. And then we get going. I'm late, but I'm beginning, so I'm a little behind. Gotcha, Ford Blue Garage. Barrett says the best troll ever. Exactly. ¿Qué pasó, pinche culito? Saludos desde Chicago, says Chiso 660. What part of Miami though? I'm from Carroll City. She was near Overtown, close to where the Miami Heat play, which is like pretty dark over there. It's pretty sketch. You know what I'm saying? Boosted 37 says straight cut gears if you want a car to sound like it's sending a fax on dial-up AOL online. Whew. I mean, my Vortec, if you guys saw one of the short videos that I posted on YouTube, that thing is noisy at idle. It's noisy as shit. And then when you're driving it, it makes a whooshing sound. My girlfriend got in the car the other day. She's like, what is that sound every time you shift the gears? I'm like, it's the blow-off valve. And I explained it to her, and she's like, okay, I don't really understand, but it sounds kind of cool. I'm like, all right, cool. She kind of got it. Any updates on the any updates on the 21 F-150 tuning? Any updates on the 21 F-150 tuning? Alex, what about Jake's Turbo Kit? Is he happy with it? When's it coming out? By the way, Wit SVT did send the 1050Xs, and he also sent the BAP. So the next giveaway after FIC cleans the 1050Xs will be a set of 1050Xs and a BAP from his GT500. So that'll be fun to give away, hopefully this week. Kyle Chapman, can you tune the N21 F-150 yet? Guys, the moment we are able to tune that, don't you guys think there'll be a big release about it? Don't you think we'll post it somewhere after we've done the vetting, after we've tested 2 or 3 calibrations, after maybe we get our hands on one? Don't you think we will actually do all of the vetting before anything? I'm not going to announce on this show that Lund Racing is, doing something unless they announce it first on their shit. Nate Rodriguez says, my YSI is a big bubble blow-off valve. Sounded like a street sweeper driving down the street. Loved it. Your average 5.0 says, yeah, I just finished the Vortec install on my car and it's loud. My LSA is quiet as fuck. Make 800 horsepower on 13 PSI. Says, bring your wood screws. HCFU grad says, I think I'm experiencing false knock and timing pulled since putting on the white box clutch on the Gen 3 Vortec. I have one of those too, and I think I'm experiencing false knock on the shifts, but I'm just going to run race gas and we say bye-bye to the knock sensors and say, fuck you, because it's my car. And if it blows up, it's just another, I don't know, $7,000. That's so stupid. Gen C says, daddy. Okay. Five old Druid says preferred oil filter brand. Ford oil, Ford filter. What viscosity? Look on your cap. Have you guys ever tuned with Sean's custom billet manifold, or is it a waste of 4K? What's the difference between a Sean's billet manifold or a Plasma Man or a Cobra Jet? Like, tell me what a billet manifold allows you to do. Go ahead, guys. Tell me if you have a Cobra Jet boosted and then you want to upgrade to a, let's say, a Sean's or a Plasma Man. Why would you go billet? Why would you go a metal material, some kind of aluminum? Why would you go metal? Do you think we tune it different if it's Sean's or if it's Plasma Man's or if it's, well, the manifold design requires a bunch of different tweaks in the tune so that you can dirty the derp. No, it's fucking boost. The only reason you need a big badass billet anything is for above 30 pounds of boost. Hell, 25, 24, you could do it on an 18 manifold, a Cobra Jet, a Boss, a stock intake. But when you want to go big boy shit, CO2 in the bit, and the boost starts with a 3 or 35 and up, or a 3 and up, that's where we start the party. And we'd say it's probably a good idea for you to get yourself a metal intake just in case it doesn't, make sure it doesn't blow up, and take the injectors off the bitch and your shit catches on fire. Affirm manifolds for the win. Affirm manifolds are the best. Plastic go boom, says Brad Brooks. See, he gets it. He gets it. Alex, my wife is a physical therapist. She has an elderly man from Puerto Rico. He keeps saying, Mama la pinga. What does that mean? Number one, you're lying. Puerto Ricans do not say Mama la pinga. Puerto Ricans say Mama me el bicho. Mama me te bicho. They don't say Mama la pinga. So you're lying. Metal intake scandal the boost. Alex, I hit a dip kind of hard. Now there's a little burning smell. What could it be? You probably fried an O2 or the wiring or something like that. Who the hell knows? Alex already got that. It makes a pretty nice picture for the grinder profile. Cams or CJ Manny, which should I go with? I don't know what generation car you got. I don't know what auto or manual. I don't know what fuel you're using. So that's a very blind question that I'm not just going to answer blindly. If it's a auto Gen 1 with stock gears, you'd be really stupid to go CJ because you're going to go a lot slower in the quarter mile than a stock setup. Will they ever unlock the 21 F-150? I can't afford a Whipple. Did you do your fucking research before you bought that piece of shit? Did you do your fucking do you just buy shit and then go, well, they're got to be able to tune it someday? Guys, tuning is changing. Have you noticed? Have you noticed, you guys that are car people, you follow car shit on Facebook, you follow car shit on Instagram. Have you noticed what products are now popping up on your feeds? Have you really noticed what products are popping up on your feeds? Carburetors. Yes, trust me, if you're a car guy right now and you follow car channels and you follow Holly and you follow all these shits, all of a sudden you're starting to see carburetor ads. And you're like, whoa, can you hit the, what year is this? What year is this? Why am I seeing carburetors come back into play? Did you guys think I was full of shit when I said you better start looking at carburetors pretty soon? Because tuning as we know it is over. As we know it, meaning full access, full, let's fucking party. You know, let's, my mom at that, no problem. Let's go. Nope. Now tuning is going to be even more and more locked down. Why? Because all of a sudden, the government started mandating a whole bunch of shit, and people are going, wait a minute, what is exempt from all this shit? Old carbureted setups. I want to be able to modify my car and do shit with it. What can I do that with? Carbureted setup. I want to be able to modify the fueling, run the 85. I want to be able to change the ramp. I want to change how it feels, how the throttle, carbureted setups. You guys think I was full of shit when I said start looking at carburetors. You guys thought I was psycho to start saying start looking at carburetors. I started looking at Coyote intake manifolds with carburetors on them. Why? Because one day tuning is not going to be accessible. Let's take it all the way. Let's take it all the way to the end and say no tuning is allowed anymore. Just bam, dead. How are you going to modify? I'm sure there's going to be a black market, but I'm not willing to go to jail and get butt fucked by Bubba because I tuned your fucking P51 cold air intake. No, thank you. So tuning is going to be gone. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to carburetor shit and relearn that and tinker with that, and it'll satisfy my tinkering. Just like I told you guys, why did I get rid of the Fairmont motor? By the way, the guy paid me another couple grand today. That's nice. Why did I get rid of the Fairmont motor? Because the future of that car is a carbureted stick 351 based engine. That is what the car deserves. That is period correct for that vehicle. And to me, it's more enticing to have my hands on that bitch. Yes, I'm going to be under the hood a lot. Yes, cold starts are going to suck. Yeah, when it's cold outside, it's going to take an extra pump or two of the carburetor. Been there before, guys. I was a poor, broke motherfucker. I'm still poor and broke. But me poor and broke in West Palm is rich as fuck in Kansas City, Oklahoma, anywhere in Texas. Poor in West Palm is filthy rich, unless it's LA or New York. Bet me on that shit. Look it up, booty. Fuck out of here making fun of my complex life. Holly Sniper Kid is where it's going to be for a long time. Make sure I can overclock things. Bubba likes white boys. Her lithium is up 250%. It's okay. Less than 1% of the battery is lithium based. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's less than 1% of the battery is lithium based. Cowacepticon says, ew, carbs will have a massive cooling effect on charge temps. Giddy up. Got it. This is the fun part of the show where everyone attempts to spell carburetor. This should just say carb. Going to go back in time. Alex, I want to let you know I just got the call from Ford and got the job on the new dealership. Hey, good for you. Did you wear a black suit? No, good for you. He was asking me on the other channel, Alex, should I go and work at a dealership or at a gun shop that I make $40,000 at? And I could make $80,000 at the dealership. I'm like, dude, go where the money is. You're young. You're supposed to just make bank at this point of your life. You can't be sitting back at something that you like a hobby and make shit money at. Like Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson went back to being it's a bowling alley jockey, whatever he calls it, where he just cleaned the bowling alley, the balls, the pins, and took care of the bathrooms. That was his dream job. Then she got pregnant with Maggie, and he had to go back and work in the nuclear plant. He's young, so he needs to go back, make that money. And one day when he's late 30s, early 40s, and he's got some money in the bank, he can go to the gun shop and then have a side hustle to supplement his income and be happy. But yes, good for him. Who else wants the new Lightning? Did you guys hear what's happening with the Lightning and in certain dealerships? So there's this channel, and I forget, I'll shout him out later on the another show. what's happening is, let's say, for instance, you ordered a brand new Lightning or even a Bronco. Okay, I think it's happening with Broncos, and they're trying to keep it from happening with the Lightnings. Let's say you ordered your Bronco and you allocated a spot for purchase. They're selling that. The dealership is basically taking it away from you and giving it to a guy that's willing to pay a markup, a $5,000 to $10,000 markup. And that's not right, but it's not illegal. Like, there are supposedly emails leaked from dealerships that tells you that the guy was saying, they told me that in writing it'd be mine. I'm like, no, nowhere in the contract did it state that the manager of the dealership wrote on that piece of paper that this truck is going to be saved for you. He fucked up on that end. And basically your rights to buy a Bronco and potentially a Lightning are being sold for a markup of over $5,000 to $10,000. It was an amazing thing that I heard, and it evolves every day. More and more dealerships are basically saying, okay, let's say I ordered a GT500 back in the day, and I wanted triple, white, and just like the Lunds bought it, non-performance package, white inserts on the interior, white paint, tech package, badass. Okay, shows up at the dealership, and I go to, okay, let's finalize the paperwork. Nah, some guy, we sold it to another guy. What do you mean? I had it. We had a deal for $88,000. Some guy came with 100 and it was gone. So we sold it to him. But you can get in line for the next one. Now I'm fucked. That's what's happening. And Ford is letting the dealerships do that shit. Crazy stuff. What the fuck? That's shady. Yeah, I gotta figure out where I saw that. Let me go to the YouTube channel. I subscribe to him because he was so good on that shit. It was good stuff. I had to pay deposit to reserve a Bronco Sport for my wife. Homo. Okay, good for you. You got a Bronco. Congratulations. Hopefully it's not a stick Bronco, because she's in trouble if it's a stick Bronco. Let me see. Show Trap Nation, Crack Addicts, lead to the Evi, Ammo, Russell Brand. No, I do subscribe to Russell Brand. He's good. Let me see if I can find him. It's like Sam Baker or something like that, or something Baker. Let me see. Ford. Let me see. Ford dealer markup. See if this guy's talking about it. Where is he? It's a young kid. Guy's like young guy, but good video production on his shit. Oh man, I wish I could find it. I thought I subscribed to his shit. League Ford dealership email. Want the new F-150 Lightning? Pay an extra $5,000. Sam Alexander, thank you, so cool. Oh, appreciate that. So let's look him up. I'm gonna run his shit here. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound. Let me go to share screen, share Chrome tab, and we're gonna do League Ford dealership email, share tab audio. Beautiful. This thing works so nice. All right, so let me see what's going on with Mr. Sam Alexander. Good looking guy. I'd fuck with
price most of the time. The scalpers are largely individuals using bots to buy everything before everyone else, but they're mostly individuals. If this was happening at a corporate level, it would be much worse, wouldn't it? Well, what if I told you that car dealerships are doing the same thing with new cars, and most people aren't even aware that it's going on? The premise is simple. Car company, let's say Ford, releases a new car and it's really popular, so they don't have enough cars to fill the pre-orders. So far, everything is fine.
Sorry. Echo from hell. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, guys. I don't know how to prevent that from happening. Anyway, I'm going to put up the link so you guys can look. Go here. Go to the link. I don't know why it's doubling in sound, but go to the link here. You guys can watch it. Fuck you. I'm trying to give you guys a cool content, but I didn't know it doubled the sound. So go there. That's the place where you can watch that video, and he lays out what happens with dealerships that they're pretty much allowing or not really stopping people from doing that, from kind of gouging the customer that way. Crazy shit. Mute your mic, asshole. The mic is not picking that up, and my speakers might be. Mute your mic, he says. Like as if if Sam Alexander is here talking in the mic at the same time he's talking in it's desktop audio. I still haven't figured out the whole sound situation because StreamYard does it a lot differently. Sounds like Michael J. Fox recorded this by hand. I can see the vehicle manufacturer selling directly to the customers and competing with their dealerships. Tesla does that. Tesla does not have a dealer network, right? I think Tesla owns every dealership. So how does that work though? Like the guys at Tesla are paid a salary and they don't have commission. I wonder how that works. Like Tesla basically is kind of redoing the whole automotive industry. No unions, no unions. So that pisses off the Democrats big time because they have zero control of the workforce in a auto manufacturer, and that is the biggest auto manufacturer in the world right now is Tesla. So what that means is they can't influence Elon Musk to do anything he wants. He says, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Fuck you. And if y'all want to quit, fuck off. If y'all don't want to come back to work, fuck off. You have no union because unions are good and bad. Good, they can protect the employees in case there's any, abuse, or, they're making them work ridiculous hours or threatening their job, protections. But unions also do something else. They actually sometimes boycott or strike over something that you don't even agree with. And you are literally forced to not work, maybe get paid a little bit of a change while you're striking in order for the overall outcome to be good. But what if you disagree with the reason that they're striking? And you're like, well, it doesn't matter. You're in a union. You're either with it or not. And if you're not with it, you're a fucking scab. And if you go in there working and cross the picket line, they'll make your life hell forever for being a scab. It's super fucked up. Go for the money. Alex, even the Mavericks have a $5,000 to $10,000 markup in Chicago. Ridiculous. Pat the One, nice guy. He actually sent me a little care package coming through. I appreciate that very much, sir. But yeah, a $5,000 to $10,000 markup for a piece of shit Mazda B2000. That's what you're paying $5,000 to $10,000. You want to get a piece of shit like that first? Mind blown. 4.6 Chris, Gen 1 Coyote 6R80, Boss 302, JLT Cold Air, X-Pipe 93 tune. How much for horsepower? Gap 1 in my nitrous 2 valve. That's why I'm asking. I was surprised. No way it's 425, Cal Chapman. 6R80s show nothing for horsepower. My Gen 2 car shows 380 to the wheel. Yeah, my Gen 2 car that runs 1120 at 120 shows 380 to the wheel because the 6R80 takes up that much horsepower. But you have torque multiplication with the automatic trans, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm thinking it's in the 380 range for those mods. With pump gas, probably less. I sell cars in the San Francisco Bay Area. Why do you live there? And I live near the main Tesla factory in Fremont, California. Tesla workers do not make shit at all, at all at its dealerships. It's like working at the Apple store. I get that because the Tesla kind of sells itself, right? Like you're not going to make $70,000 sitting on your ass in order for someone to come in and buy a Tesla that pretty much the person they don't need to be sold on a Tesla. They just need to be, kind of like, do you want the Model 3, the performance, the X or the Y? If you go into a Tesla dealership and you don't know what you want, you should fucking drink bleach, because why even go there? Why even go there? Now, if you work at a regular dealership, well, you don't get paid much, a base salary, but you get commission. And that's where selling comes into play. That's where your charisma comes into play. That's where you telling them, oh, you don't need this, man. Shit, son, you don't need a Jeep Cherokee. You need a Suburban. You need the bad bitch. That's where selling comes into play. Holy, I didn't know the red car only made that much, but yeah, autos will do that. Thanks, fellas. Yeah, the autos just soak up a lot of power. So when an automatic car, a 6R80 car, makes 900 wheel, that is a serious car. So people sometimes just get jaded by these numbers. Well, I'm going to make 1,000 wheel. Do you know how much that like on a manual you can make that easily, but on an auto, oof, you're gonna rag that car out a little bit. I'll drive a 2-valve before I pay $10,000 to $20,000 markup just to be the first guy. People have no patience these days. I agree 100%. I want a Model 3. I do want a Model 3. Sam 50 says, yes, Alex, I know it's a shithole. What keeps you there? Pat the One sent me an email about me, and I don't realize I come across like this, but I was insanely unhappy where I was in Massachusetts, insanely unhappy. And I found someone that felt similar and was willing to move. But I ate shit for two or 3 years. I mean, are you willing to eat shit, absolute shit, make no money, potentially have a relationship, go to shit, in order for you in the long run to be where you want to be. See, a lot of people think short term. A lot of people are very short sighted when it comes to their life. What am I going to do next month? What am I going to do next week? Live for today, fuck tomorrow. No, that's fucking stupid. Plan your shit out. So a lot of people that say California sucks, California sucks, California sucks, and every other day there's a new law, a new gender specific term that or non-gender term. Like, I didn't know that cisgender male is like a dude, just male. Now they're like cis male. I'm like, what? No, that's just male. They're like, oh no, that's when you were born with a dick and identify as having a dick. No, that's just male. But no, they've changed everything. So why are you sitting there in California? If it sucks and it's a shithole, get the fuck out of there. Like, get the fuck out of there. But people, I think they're just defeated and they're just not willing to move out of there. It blows my mind. Did you see many ghost cam tunes for Gen 2 or Gen 3 TVS cars? Do you send? No, not many, Aaron, because not a lot of people care about it, right? When you get a boosted car, about the last thing you give a fuck about is chop. You just want the car to go fast. I set new goals all the time. Scab is a person that crosses the strike line and tries to screw over the fellow union worker. Low-life scumbags like that should drink bleach. Not necessarily. Some scabs have a conscience and a family. And let's say, for instance, you're happy. The contract is good. The contract you're working under is awesome. And you're a very happy fella. But the unit decides to strike because they want more. They want more. And you're not, at the end of the day, after you see the payment breakdown, you're not going to see shit for money. So now the company is saying, fuck you, we'll hire temp workers. You guys can strike as long as you want. Now your family is now struggling you can't feed your family. You have a stay-at-home wife and a couple of kids, dog, and you can't live on the money that they give you from their pot to take care of you while you're striking. What do you do then? Right out for the cause? I'm about me. Fuck the collective. I'm about me. Sometimes you got to be a little selfish in life. Maybe I won't be a scab. I'll find a different job, because if I'm a scab, then they're going to make my life hell. But a scab doesn't go out of their way to make life hell for union guys. The opposite. The scab gets bullied. The scab gets fucked with after the union comes back to work. So I've seen it way too many times at Monsanto in Indian Orchard, Massachusetts. There's a Monsanto, aka what was the name of that place before that? It was another name, Monsanto, but they basically made a resin that kept the windshield from shattering. They made that resin there, and they striked 2 or 3 times. And there was a guy that worked there, and he's like, I can't believe they strike over the dumbest shit, and I'm literally about to lose my house because we've been striking for 3 months. Stupid. Then don't vote to strike. Sometimes your vote isn't enough. What if you're the only one? SD spoken like a true union motherfucker. Don't you love that union mindset? I hate that mindset because I don't want everyone else controlling what happens in my life. I'd rather get another job. I've never had a union job because I know better. I know better. No, thank you. Most unions today are bad. Case in point, teachers unions. Exactly. And exactly is going to comment that he commented. How's Tony? Tony's good. Bro, your face is changing colors. Lighting? Yeah, it's the lighting here. You're looking at my face a little too closely, Jeff Douglas. If you're looking at my face that closely, something's wrong with you. Did you look into that British law about being illegal to own cars? Wild stuff. I did. I wasn't going to cover it today because that deserves like a slightly longer show. But we've all known that. Look at New York City, right? You guys, I don't know if you guys know anything about New York City, but it's really expensive to own a car in New York City. Big money. To park it? Fuck. So people rely on public transportation, the subways, all this bullshit. So at the end of the day, some countries are saying, well, y'all shouldn't have cars. Y'all should just rely on public transportation. I'm against that too. And SD 2013, I'm not going to agree with you. I'm going to agree to disagree with you. I don't think if you're in a union that you should be able to look out for yourself. Think about it. If you're in a union and you disagree with everything the union does, why can't you just go work there? Oh, you're a scab, you're an asshole, you're fucking us over. So basically you're going to bully that one guy that wants to feed his family because he disagrees with the union does. That's why I personally would never go to a place that has unions. No, thank you. No, thank you. Look at Amazon. Amazon doesn't allow unions. Amazon tomorrow will say, we'll fire the whole fucking warehouse. We will fire the whole warehouse. Pay the next incoming dudes $5 more an hour just to spite the previous guys. That's why I think it's a good idea to start your own shit. I've always told you guys to have control of your income. And I have a plan B. This is basically plan B, and it is self-sustaining. At this point, I can live off of the money that I can make on YouTube. And it would actually, if anything happened with tuning, I can start a merch place and pay attention to that. That's probably another $40,000 a year after it's all said and done, if I do it properly. I could do many other things on other platforms and travel and actually get interviews. I can probably grow this if I had to do it 8 hours a day. But as of now, I do it for an hour a day, and it's self-sustaining. I can actually live on the money that I make with my online platform. So I've always said, if you guys don't want to be beholden to the man, always have a side hustle, especially if you're young. If you're young, you have a passion for shit, and you're good at something else besides your main job, and you can make money on it. I highly urge you to do that and really hone in on that craft, because if anything happens to the main gig, you need something to fall back on. Need it. New York City, parking in New York City is a mortgage payment for most. Exactly. So I don't know. So I understand their mindset, but I don't agree with it. Again, another reason why I wouldn't live in New York City. The subways are fucking gross. The people are pretty gross. The city's pretty gross. The city has been gross for the last 2 or 3 or 4 years. But before that, before de Blasio, it was pretty decent. It was actually coming back and people were visiting. Then all of a sudden, they went super woke and shit went downhill. New York City now mimics the New York City of the 70s, not necessarily the neighborhoods, because the neighborhoods were really fucking bad, like really fucking bad. Buildings just crumbling, just falling apart, brick shit all over the place. And now all of a sudden, like Brooklyn, I wouldn't step foot in Brooklyn, but now it's like full of like latte shops and bagel shits. And I'm like, this isn't the Brooklyn I know. The union members will beat up a scab. They quickly figure out who is new in town. Mike's Garage. Hey, Alex, what's the smallest pulley you'd recommend on a 2019 F-150 with a 2.9 Whipple without worrying about sending the rods and pistons into orbit? Whatever makes 10 PSI, honestly. Go woke, go broke, says Mark Bowen. Exactly. I'm opening a towing company this year funded by the car business. Good for you, Sam50. Good for you. Going to be a lot of repos coming up. We're going to be repoing a whole bunch of Hellcats and Trackhawks in the neighborhoods. Didn't pay for this, motherfucker. No, I didn't. 460 credit score. Fuck it. Get AOC the Canelo if you see her. I bet.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
And you tell him. I got a couple of new ones on the soundboard. Obviously, we heard R2D2. We heard the man scream. What is this? Oh, you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
What is this one?
That's home. Hey.
Oh, blot that shit.
On that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubber. Put the club soda on there.
And the failure horns from Price is Right. We got the Price is Right music intro back for when Bumble Swipes make a comeback. What else do we have? Blot that shit. You're not. That's it. That's the new ones that we have for the soundboard today. Funny you say that, because I work for Section 8 Dodge. You're going to sell a Dodge one day and repo it the next. That'll happen one day, Sam50. You're going to go, hey, what's up, Steve? Because the guy buying a Hellcat is totally going to be named Steve. Well, everything is great. I'd like to buy this Hellcat. What's your credit score? 400. Just like the car says, 429. Okay, 428, 427, whatever the fuck the size of the engine is. And then 2 months later, when you've never made a payment on it, you're going to repo that same car. It's gonna be funny. Have you ever wanted to open your own business that doesn't relate to cars? Nope. Fuck no. I want to make you guys laugh and get paid for it. I don't want to deal with people. No way. The IG page. What about the IG page? Chemical plant workers here in Texas are nice, opposite to unions. The contractors pay handsomely due to the value of your skill. Either you get the money or you don't. Negotiate comes later. Negotiation, you mean? David, yes, just saw a big fight video on TikTok today. TikTok. That's the plan, says Sam50. Mike's Garage, prime example. A lot of my family works for Jeep, and mom got in trouble over something her boss bitched. A union steward sided with company and not her. I'm telling you, there is more of a con than a pro to being a union. Angel Puerto Rico says, what's good, Alex? What's up, brother? Hellcats are the new crowd killers. Yeah, Mustangs have lost the moniker of being crowd killers, and it's now Hellcats because they're doing the sideshow bullshit. 396 credit like the car. Kyle Chapman says, what do you recommend for someone with a Kia Soul payment that's higher than their credit score? Kia Soul payment that's higher than their credit score? Do you have gap insurance on that bit? I'd put that bitch in the ditch. If you got gap insurance on that hoe, because imagine being upside down on a Kia. Imagine being upside down on a Kia. You know who you are. Oh, you guys are going right now going, fuck, he's talking about me. How do you know? You guys are upside down on your fucking Kia. So if you're upside down on your Kia and you have gap insurance, pal carajo con ese carro, in the ditch. I surprisingly haven't sold a Hellcat to a hood dude. They all have been 49er players or business owners. Oh, 49er players. Interesting. Jimmy Garoppolo? I bet you it wasn't Jimmy Garoppolo. I bet you it was one of the linemen. Thoughts on the P1X Pro Charger? Who cares? Did you plan on making YouTube side income, or did you post up a couple vids and it started coming together? I was watching your old videos the other day. 4.6 Chris. I just started putting up some videos. It started making money. I started putting up again. So I put up the YOLO douchebag videos first. No one cared. No one gave a shit. Then I introduced myself. Hey guys, you guys might know me from the YOLO douchebag stuff. My actual name is Alex. I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I've owned Mustangs ever since. That video, people started going, oh. And then I started making how-to videos, simple things like data logging, worked for VMP, and then I sprinkled in some YOLO douchebag stuff. Then it started making $200 a month on the YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then I put up 2 videos a week and I started making 400. Then I started putting out 3 or 4 videos a week. Obviously they have to do well. Then I started making 500. Then I averaged 800 to 1500 for a very long time, for like 2 or 3 years, because I didn't really go hardcore on it. Once I got to VMP, I saw that I wasn't going to be there full time for obvious reasons. I was like, well, I'm not getting paid a lot of money here. I went in there cheap money. That's a story for another day, not the VMP side, but the reason. Remember, guys, I worked for Lund first. Then I went to VMP. I didn't want to leave Lund, but shit happened, and that'll be a nice story when tuning is over and the asteroid, the planet killer is about to take us out. I'll tell you guys that story, because then it won't matter. But I said, I'm making no money here. So I needed to supplement my income. So while I was on the dyno, yeah, Michael, I've actually been on dyno, stupid motherfucker. When I was on the dyno, I'd make a video. I'd make a video of the twin turbo Hellion car. I made a video of the Roush car. I made a video of a NA car. I made a video of the red car. We'd go to the track. And then it started making $2,000 a month. Then VMP started saying, hey, how do you make money on YouTube? So Carrie, that used to work at VMP, started, diving into making them money. Then they did the live streams every day or every Wednesday. Yeah, it was like every Wednesday or Tuning Tuesday. Carrie thought up of making a Tuning Tuesday live stream with me and Joe Goodenough. Me and Joe Goodenough got along great, and we just had a good time. We had guests on, and it was actually fun. Then I thought to myself, I could do this by myself, because not that I was carrying the show. Joe was very technical and very good. But in terms of the entertainment value, I thought, shit, I could do this by myself. This is cake shit. So I started doing some stuff at home, and then took off, started making good money. And then now that I've done the dailies, the income has almost tripled since then. And it's been like that for over 2 years. So I can't complain. YOLO, now that's grassroots. Alejandro Flores from the grassroots arguments a while back. Haha. Like 3-string, 13 players never knew they were football players till they filed out a credit application. I watched you from the beginning. Why did you stop dropping that dyno shop recording? You mean Power by the Hour? Power by the Hour doesn't dyno cars anymore. I bought their dyno. Hey, Alex, I sent you a link on IG about UK ownership another time. I saw it another time. California's thinking about doing it next, and they want to charge you by the mile you drive. I'm telling you guys, you stay in that state. You're doing it at your own detriment. There was a metric somewhere that the amount of population loss on the U.S. to southern states, population loss to southern states, states losing population. There was like a number one was West Virginia, then Alaska, then Illinois, then New York, then Louisiana. Of course, Louisiana is a fucking shithole. Connecticut, Mississippi, Vermont, New Jersey, a lot of Northeast states. So most of the Northeast states lost a lot of people. But there was like a nice metric thing on Fox News or something like that, where it said the amount of people moving to the southern states is ridiculous right now. Since you left there, they haven't been the same. D-Rock Fox, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Once I left VMP, it was look. I saw the writing on the wall for what I wanted. They're still making look. They're doubling, tripling their income from when I used to be there. But you don't know it. You know, in terms of social media footprint and stuff like that, you don't know what's going on with them. But yeah, no, I saw the writing on the wall where it was headed, and it wasn't somewhere I want. Look, guys, I wanted to make 6 figures. I simply said I want to get paid what other tuners in our industry get paid. That's what I said. Like, what's that? I go, 6 figures. And he looked at me like I was psycho. I go, how much does our department make? And tuning was the highest earning department by far when I worked there. And it was just 2 people, Joe and I. So I thought, well, yeah, I want 6 figures eventually. He's like, oh, that's okay, then I'm dipping. See you later. Let's talk about Alex Ol. What can you do between the shifts video? Oh my God. 300,000 left New York, says Franco Olervidez. Dealerships are hesitant to sell cars to people living in the Indian reservations. Very difficult to repossess. D-Rock Fox says, Alex, I see what goes on. D-Rock Fox, you know what the deal is. You know what the deal is, bro. Being a resident of Louisiana, Louisiana is a shithole. Guys, have you ever driven on I-10, like from Florida to like Houston? And Louisiana looks like the worst neighborhood in your city. Like you're driving, you see Gainesville, the highways are nice and smooth. You go by Destin Beach and the highways are nice and smooth. Then you get to Louisiana, like, whoa, shit, oh my God, oh fuck, Jesus Christ, oh my God, holy shit, bro. That's all you hear. And then you get the fuck out of there. Then you end up in Houston, and you're like, whoa, thank God. Or Baytown or Beaumont or wherever the fuck you like. The moment you get the fuck out of Louisiana, like when you're in the bad neighborhood of your city, you lock your doors, right? You go, oh fuck, it's honey, are we gonna go to that good chicken spot? Yeah. But we finna get fucked up, so we gotta lock our shit, right? That's Louisiana. That's literally Louisiana. Jason Bayasi says, I live in East Texas, and as soon as you cross the state line, the roads go to shit. Can I be frank? Says, I'm late, but I'll watch tonight. Exactly. Like the damn video, you jelly beans. Yes. Oh, dude, I don't want to be accused of crying because I need you guys to like the video. But yeah, it's a good idea to do that just for the algorithm. Or if not, comment afterwards. I'll get in there and talk some shit with you guys. It's a good time. New York City checking in, says Patrick Gibbs. Louisiana roads are not for lowered mamalonas. I-10. Do you recommend BL Fab Turbo or Hellion Twin for Gen 2 manual? Any's fine. They tune all the same. There's nothing crazy. Have you ever been to Miami? Race me on that one road? No, you won't catch me in Miami on a race meet. Are you fucking nuts? You want me to go to Miami at a race meet? I'd become target number 1, and I'd be, fuck that. No, thank you. Race me on a track where there ain't no bullshit. Big Daddy Patty says, checking in late, drop the like and we'll catch later. Louisiana, for the most part, is crap. There are a few places I'd live, but damn. In Louisiana, every gas station is a full liquor store 24/7, 365. It's funny you mentioned Baytown. That shithole is home. Oof, bro, that place is trash, bro. The interstates are even trash here. You ever miss your black Gen 1? Every fucking day. Every fucking day. I love that car. I drove from Pensacola to Dallas. We stopped in New Orleans to go clubbing and got my wallet stolen. I'm surprised your ass virginity didn't get stolen. That place is, dude, come on. I remember my ex was like, oh my God, I'm going to meet a friend of mine and we're going to go to New Orleans and we're going to go to whatever the fuck to go to the bars. Like, you're going to get accosted by dudes. She goes, no, you're just so crazy. You don't understand. We're just, okay, go ahead. She was like, oh my God, I'm traumatized. It's a fucking shithole. Everyone's fucking drunk and pissed. The place smells like piss all the time. And she's like, why the fuck did I go here? I'm like, I don't know. You think I don't know shit. And when I say don't go there, it's for a reason. She went there. She's like, oh my God, it's fucking trash. I'm like, yeah, told you. Stupid, dumbass. Worst part of the unions is they pull their leaders from within. Most of the time, those leaders don't know what they're doing or fuck over the masses for setup deals for themselves. Cost of living in Southern Stage is so much better. You're right. Checking in late, says Dougie Trey. Rented a Model 3 Performance last weekend, and it was legit as fuck. All the tech, self-driving, and costs almost nothing to charge it. I'm definitely sold on one. For those of you guys that think I'm just some tree-hugging fuck that's trying to sell you on electric, no. For a daily, you'd be stupid not to consider a Model 3 Performance. And Thomas Akumbe echoes that sentiment. My biggest mistake was trading my Gen 1 car for a GT350. I agree. What state are we talking about? In Louisiana. Is Georgia nice? Georgia generally is pretty nice. Closer to the water. It's pretty nice. It's very historic. McLovin Hernandez became a new member. Thank you very much, sir. Boost a Gen 3 or buy a Hellcat? Ugh, depends on what you want to do. Hellcat's more comfortable, man. Hellcat's more comfortable. You can make big power on minimal mods. Trans is badass. The transmission is badass. Any quicker than like a 950 or a 960, that's when you start to like break shit on Hellcats, just based on the sheer amount of torque that it requires to move that fucking pig down the road. So if you're okay with like a 950, 960 Hellcat on E85, chilling, driving like a couch, I'd rock that shit all day. Will the lethal performance GT500 hit 8s? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? I was born on Bourbon Street, says Mustang Lifestyles. Hellcat, I'm looking at a Hellcat Red Eye if my Shelby sells this week. Smart dude. I just spent the holidays in Georgia. Loved it. Now back in cold-ass Shitty Road, New York. Would you rather put a CG on a Gen 3 810 or leave the 18 Manny and put nitrous? I'd probably, out of those two, I guess nitrous because it's a power adder, but both options suck. Thank you, Alex. Is Edgar Santos? I think I know what I'm doing now. One of the very best things happening in 2022 is that Republicans will win back the majority, both House and the Senate. Bank on it. Yeah, you know what? After this bullshit lockdown shit, I'm not so sure anymore. People are fucking stupid out there. People are scared to death, and they're fucking stupid, and they do stupid shit. Alex, have you ever fit a Cobra Jet with a Vortec, or does it require extra fabric other than tubing? It requires fab work, but we've tuned it and it's been fine. But just, dude, it's blow through, man. Just put a regular manifold in that bitch. Stop trying to be exotic, please. Make life easy for you and the tuner. Just a 350 manifold or an 18 manifold and be happy. Almost forgot to hit the like on it. Thank you, Fresh Pastelazo. And crap, I missed the bulk of it. Gonna have to re-watch Dating Challenge tonight. No, I'm not gonna give you 2 shows. Fuck that. I got my girl to hang out with, bro. Fuck all that. I feel the angel. I traded my Gen 1 for a C6 and I love my vet, but I want a Gen 1 again. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's been over an hour and I can't be giving you guys more show than you're used to. I'll be on tomorrow, my birthday, at 5 because I got plans at night. So I will be on tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not say you weren't told. I have told all 335 people on the chat. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock. 5 to 6:30, an hour and a half show. It is my birthday. I'm going to celebrate it at night. So I will be on early so I can be free in the nighttime. So you know what's going to happen. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. More talking shit, and then we'll get after tomorrow. And we'll talk about the private ownership going away vehicles in the UK. We'll bring that up as a talking point for tomorrow's show. All right, guys, have a good night. See you guys later.